Here we go. If you've not seen it by now, fuck it.
I know. That was one of my criticisms. No, it's called Skin Jacker, which isn't a porno. Like, where was that kind of like in the first one, you know? You'd still be here, you know? And I was literally like...
Hello.
Hello.
How the devil are you, sir?
I'm very good, how are you?
Not too bad, good to see you.
You too.
So, we are back.
Yeah.
Finally. Lockdown is easing. It's a hot day today.
It's a very hot day. This is a very nice car.
We have a new car, yeah. We have upgraded the Punto. Rest in peace, the road baron. Some guy decided to steal a car in St Andrews, drive all the way to Dundee and drive to the tiny little street that I park on and only hit my car.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm so glad to be back on the road. I've missed this.
I've missed watching them.
Yeah, we got out once last year and we got to see Tenet. I think that was like the biggest and only film out last year.
Well, I can think of one that was bigger.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, we did Schemers with yourself. Yeah. You're fresh off of the set of your latest feature.
Yeah. I'm
I'm a
working actor.
Yeah. I had the pleasure of joining you for a couple of days on set.
Yeah, that was good fun.
That was good
It
fun.
was hot.
It was hot. Tell us a little bit about that, what you can.
I actually can't say too much.
You could say the name of it, maybe.
Signed an NDA about the name and everything. No, it's called Skin Jacker, which isn't a porno. It's not a porno.
It does sound like a porno.
It's not a porno.
A horror porno.
No, it's a sci-fi film called Skin Jacker. The set was very interesting.
It was really cool.
I did get to see behind the camera how it looks.
Yeah.
It's got me very excited. The director and the whole team, like, they all know what they're doing and they're very good at it.
Everyone was really nice.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
It was just a joy just being around everyone, just getting to know everyone.
Yeah, I think everybody was just really excited to be back on set. But that's them wrapped. I think they wrapped either today or yesterday.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Any word on when it's due out?
I think we're looking at next year anyway.
Yeah. Well, it's not that we've been doing nothing throughout lockdown. I did kick off Midnight Society. So once a month, if you haven't checked it out, check us out on Twitch. Twitch.tv Fantastic Mr. Pink. We do a horror live stream and we'll need to get you on at some point.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun. I love a good horror film. Like, I like horrors about aliens and deaf children and and things that segue
nicely into comments like, funny you should mention horrors. We're today off to see finally Quiet Place 2.
Yep.
I'm so excited. It's like come full circle. Before lockdown, all the bus ads were like A Quiet Place 2, like out next month, and they've just left them up.
Yeah,
they've just left them
not
up.
be bothered.
It's like
it'll be out eventually.
It'll be out.
I feel like for the second half of this review, we should actually be just be doing it in sign language. Although I don't know sign language, so
I don't know.
I might have just offended a whole bunch of people by doing this.
Great, Grant. Just back on the show 5 minutes and already committed a hate crime. His opinions are all his own. I don't know what gestures you were making there. If you called someone a cunt, that's your problem. You're getting cancelled.
It's very likely. It's very likely. So yeah, we're going to see A Quiet Place tonight.
Yes, I'm really looking forward to it.
I am as well.
The first one was incredible.
Yeah, I really like John Krasinski.
Such a babe, isn't he? He's awesome.
And Emily Blunt as well. Both of them working together are really good. And I very rarely say that about married couples working.
You can't go wrong with Emily Blunt. Like I've never seen her be bad in anything.
Yeah. No,
I'm going to miss not having, spoilers, John Krasinski in this film.
Yeah, he makes an appearance from a trailer.
Okay, does it?
Have you not seen the trailer?
I have, but God, it was a long time ago.
Yeah, but I think it's like, because obviously the trailers have been showing that it's when the invasion or whatever it was first begins, there is a shot where you see John Krasinski running to his family.
Makes sense.
Tom Cruise style. Just like...
I loved the sort of vibe of the first one. I mean, seeing it in the cinema was an experience, man. I've never heard everyone be so quiet. heard. I've never, like, everyone was like afraid to eat their crisps or afraid to.
Well, it was the opening scene of that first one. It was like when they killed the kid. It was that moment where you're like, shit, this film is taking no prisoners.
Yeah, for sure. You really felt all the kind of pent up tension, frustration of it all. And what do you think of like the monsters?
I like them. I think they're quite original, and I like how they discovered how to kill them at the end.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
If you've not seen it by now, fuck off.
I know. But A Quiet Place 2 is actually just 2 hours of their dead bodies. I'm going to have a cinema hot dog. Like, I'm supposed to be vegetarian, but that's not happening.
Cinema hot dog.
Right. Nothing like a bit of food poisoning to welcome you back into the cinema.
Yeah. I'll be running out. I'll not get to see the film. It will not be A Quiet Place in there. Anyway, see you in a few. Roll it. Fuck me.
Yeah, that was intense.
That film.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that from the opening.
Yeah.
It was exhaustingly tense.
It just hit the ground running, didn't it? It was
really
just
did.
all the little things you just knew were coming back later in the film.
I know, yeah.
But yeah, no, it was an exercise in just like how to like build tension.
You don't need dialogue either as well.
All the little human moments are really enhanced because they're having to express themselves without dialogue. There's a lot more dialogue in this film. It was just a kind of quiet place. We've swapped out leads to Cillian Murphy.
It was just fucking brilliant.
Yeah, he was. My main criticism was Emily Blunt didn't have as much to do as I hoped.
Yeah.
I was hoping she was going to be the one leading the film.
Yeah, I did find that as we got closer to the end, I was like, yeah, like she's not really had much to do.
She was kind of relegated to just being a mummy.
Yeah, a mum looking after her kids. Her kids.
I mean, she did kind of go off on her own a little bit at one point, but
just long enough for her son to nearly fuck everything up.
fuck the whole thing up. Yeah. You got to see a bit of the wider world. You got to see like the impact on the rest of humanity.
Yeah.
I forgot. I mean, I didn't forget. I asked you about it before we went in, but I forgot how cool the creatures were. Like, they're really, really imaginative.
They're actually scary as well because of how fast they move. They're just always there for a jump scare.
And they just tear through everything. It doesn't matter what's in their path. They just tear through it.
Yeah.
So the film does just kind of pick up where it left off.
Yeah.
Emily Blunt and the kids head like out of their farm, their little homestead that they had, and then they discover old friend Cillian Murphy.
Yeah. Can't really say too much.
Yeah, suffice to say, the daughter just like wants to sort of expound on the discovery they made in the last movie and kind of.
She actually wants to help people.
Yeah, help people a bit, and so she goes off with Cillian Murphy on their own to kind of try and do that.
Yeah.
There were things about his character that were kind of discovered, but then the film just kind of abruptly ended, and I don't know if this is like they're going to do more, but
yeah, I feel like that was kind of sequel baiting.
Yeah.
I mean, the first one did that as well. Like, as soon as they figured out how to kill one of them, they ended the film.
Yeah, it kind of that's true. Yeah, for sure. I don't want a third one though. I
don't want a third one.
I didn't want a second one. I was worried that it was just going to feel a bit samey. It didn't. It ramped it up. The first film felt like it kind of
secluded.
Yeah.
Like you felt like you were properly cut off from society.
Yeah, but that one properly ramped it up to in a good natural way. But yeah, I feel like more beyond that would just be kicking the arse out. But I feel like
this isn't a spoiler, but I would have personally liked to have seen like all of society figuring it out and coming back.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't not do that, but it didn't do it.
Yeah. My one niggle with the franchise in that sense is that I feel like someone other than a teenage girl should have been smart enough to have figured all that out. And it's like, again, we haven't seen that much of the outside world, so maybe somewhere else they have.
Yeah. We've got little hints of it though, like
for sure.
What had happened to people.
Yeah.
Which for me was actually a bit realistic. I could see that happening. At no point did anything seem unbelievable.
Yeah, for sure.
Apart from that one kid.
That one creepy kid.
That one creepy kid next to the fireplace. Like,
stood there.
Yeah. Everybody's running, screaming. This kid was the calmest. That kid's going to grow up to be a psychopath.
Yeah, that kid is definitely growing up to be haunted. That's going to show up in a Conjuring movie somewhere.
Or he's going to, like, it's going to turn out that he's, like, the guy that brought them all here.
That creepy
like,
little
genuinely,
bastard.
they locked that kid in the cupboard with the other kid. Guaranteed they're going to go back. That little kid's going to be eating the other kid.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
They locked that kid in the cupboard with the other kid, and the other kid was just like grabbed his dad's hand with a look in his eyes that was like, don't leave me with him. Don't leave me with him. Yeah, the guy on the island, Jimon Hans, he showed up in it, and he was badass. He was really badass until one moment.
Till that moment where he just turned into a pussy.
Yeah. Come on, you were doing so well.
I know.
But yeah, he was a good character in it for being in it all of like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
The film was pretty short.
It was really short. I think it was only about an hour and 15 minutes. My other criticism was kind of the editing at the end. Well, maybe not the editing. Like, it felt like it was kind of dragged out. Like they were just pulling the suspense cord just a little too long for me.
Okay.
I mean, you said it yourself. Come on, what you stand there?
Oh yeah.
Like
people are dying.
Yeah, just
You've spent so long just trying to get in this room.
Yeah.
Now that you're in it,
now you're about to spend another hour and 15
there.
minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, it still worked.
Yeah.
I still found myself like, I was there. There was one point where the tension was building constantly, and I was like, I know something's going to happen. I know something's going to happen, and then it just had silence for a second. And then something happened, and I was literally like...
I know, I think I turned to you at one point and I was like, I was waiting for it, and I still jumped out the fucking pants. I tend to get a good kick out of the jumps, but they certainly lined them up in this.
Yeah, they all paid off, like, genuinely. I don't think there was a single jump scare in it that I didn't jump at.
I know.
Usually, like, you see a jump scare, and then that's you for the rest of the film. You're prepared for anything after. No, this one just kept getting me.
Yep. Even like I said, when you saw them coming, it was just like I still was like, for God's sake. But yeah, good film, rattled along nicely, built on the awesome experience of the first one. Great cast again.
Brilliant cast.
It's a film you do like. The first one was a film you really needed to see in the cinema. Like the experience of it. Like I know people say that a lot, and Cineworld made a point of having an advert at the start of it.
Welcome back.
Telling you that cinema is an experience, but A Quiet Place really was.
They had every single actor in that advert as well.
Yeah, they really did. Yeah. If it's the first film you go and see back in the cinema, make it this one, and let us know what you think of it in the comments. Before we go any further, if you like this video, please consider subscribing.
Buttons around there.
Button will
somewhere.
be somewhere.
Before you sign off, what's your rating for the film?
Oh man, if I was to rate it out of like 10 or something, solid 9, man. I really, really enjoyed it.
I'm gonna go with a rating out of 5, just because like tits too much. And for me, it's a 4.5,
which is literally a 9 out of 10.
And the only reason it's a 4.5, that little kid.
Yeah, that kid. As usual. Keep driving, keep watching movies, and we will see you next time. It's good to be back.
We're back.
Thank you, Grant, for joining me once again.
Thanks for having me.
Take it easy, guys.
Bye.
Bye.